Okay, I've never played Distance before. Looking at the screenshot, though, this looks like Nitronic Rush, which was like a DigiPen game. Is this game connected to Nitronic Rush in any way? I'm interested in checking it out. Yeah. No longer student, now you're just unemployed. You can enjoy unemployment. It's possible. Some of the devs from Nitronic Rush made this. That's cool. So this game is to Nitronic Rush is like Portal is to Orbacular Drop. Oops. Alright, Propagable has recommended that I turn on Announcer All Modes. So I'm going to have that on here. And I turned on subtitles. I don't think I've made any other changes to the default settings, though. Campaign, Adventure, Instantiation. I really did like Nitronic Rush. After playing Nitronic Rush, we've since played Burnout 3 Takedown, which is also kind of a different take on a racing game. It's not really about the racing. Nitronic Rush is a more polished product than Orbacular, and Orbacular Drop is just a proof of concepts. Game's a little loud, so I'm trying to turn it down a bit here. I think I've got it handled. Is the announcer mostly in the game as a callback to Nitronic Rush? Cataclysm, Sector 17. I like the countdown on the back, that's cool. Input corrupt. I can see a little map of the turns coming up. That's kind of cool. Alright. Left trigger brakes. Got it.
Checkpoint. The array is our new home. By combining the resources of satellite sectors, the array functions as one metropolis. From energy storage to food production.
I think I'm actually going to shut it off, even though it's fun, just because it looks like there's actually a story in this game. Which is cool. I thought it was just going to be arcadey like the first one. Stunt only, I guess? We got boost. It was pretty funny, though. We've got some sound effects from it. Boosting for too long will overheat. Checkpoints will cool you down. Oh, it's a sweet soundtrack, too. I like the idea of there being an actual campaign story. I wasn't expecting that. I think your timer's also on the walls there.
17. Transit Center. Alert. Fatal oxygen levels present in this sector. Evacuate immediately to the nearest quarantine zone.
I do like the sound design in this, with like the announcer fading out as you drive past, and the music gets louder. They put some work into this. This is cool. That sounds right. I think maybe people mentioned this when we did Nitronic Rush, because this came out in, or at least it started in 2014, so people were already talking about it, but it's fully released now, right? Wall ride, that's cool. I really like the UI in this game too. It only spawns temporarily and context sensitively. Sounds like they've synced some of that with the music. Cool. Thanks, Propagable. This is pretty sweet so far. I like the idea of using racing for something different than just racing. Nitronic Rush definitely nailed that. Whoops! Inertia sucks. Seems like the checkpoints trigger different parts of the music. That's pretty awesome.
3 hours, 42 minutes. Routing all non-essential.
Oh no, student driver not working? I'll look into it later. Okay, that is a turn left indicator. Roger. Oh, cool. Nice. It's a cool way to teach you that. You've already been on the wall before that room, right? Press X to jump, but not right when it pops up. Got it. It's like a racing platformer. The music definitely adds a ton to it, I think. That's dead, isn't it? Nope, I'm supposed to jump over that. That was not a ramp. Not very well. I gotta time that a little bit better. That's cool. Whoa. That seems bad.
To assist in your transition to life aboard the array, the administration has installed several amenities. Visit the transit center in.
I love mixing. First you get the platforms that you jump over, then you get the blocks that they warn you about spawning, and then you have to do both of them at the same time. Classic. I like the changes of the car model too. This actually has something in common, I would argue, with something like Sayonara Wild Hearts and Rez, the rhythm rail shooter. The rhythm's not as accentuated in this.
Sector report. Immediate maintenance required. Unable to shut down automated visual systems. Stored energy reaching unstable.
I do like the diegetic UI. Okay. That was bad. Press back to reset. Thanks, game. Self-termination. Yeah, if something is diegetic, it means that it exists in the universe. It's not just something that's external. So, like, diegetic music in a movie is music that's, like, literally playing on a radio or something, as opposed to music that's part of the soundtrack. Which the audience can hear, but the characters cannot. This game is a really clean look. I actually like the visual style of Nitronic Rush at all. It didn't really feel like a student game from a graphics perspective. This is impressively clean. I really like to look under the hood and see what how the music works. I think it has different parts of a loop that are set to trigger to advance after you pass checkpoints. But it seems pretty seamless. Whoops.
Entering teleportation field. Organic matter must keep a safe distance from the teleportation.
Oh, cool. Nice.
You have successfully completed a short-range teleportation. Teleportation is used for efficient travel from sector to sector.
I love the way the dialogue cuts out after you hear the important bit. It's like, you're moving too fast. You don't care about this. It's great. I do like the style with the little streetlights everywhere. Tap wants to fly. Oh, right. I forgot about this. Forgot about jumping in Nitronic Rush, too. Floating rings help reduce overheating. Okay, gotcha. I really like the way that they slowly introduce mechanics in this. Or up the complexity level. Like, I was super into a game like Burnout, but like the level design seems mostly arbitrary. It's not like, okay, this level we're going to teach you about pillars. It's like, here's another cool track, basically. It's probably true of something like Mario Kart as well. Like, the tracks do get harder as you progress to the later cups, but they don't really they don't feel like they're designed to teach you things, right? That's cool. I dig that. Flying isn't any faster than driving, and it consumes boost, it looks like, or it builds your heat meter, I should say.
Teleportation sequence to Earth initiated. Opening in 6, 5, 0, 7, 8, 2.
You'll be executed when this random number generator counts down to 0. 9, 12, 3, 3 again.
Teleporter will open in 3, hours, 12 minutes.
Oh, that's the timer thing on my back, right?
Energy to sector.
I see.
Primary teleportation sequence to Earth will soon begin. Teleporter will open in 3 hours, 11 minutes.
I see. Slower than driving with boost? Okay. So they want you to just use it to progress to the stage, not to gain extra speed in the level.
The Distance Project is our path to life among the stars. We aim to push
Drive? Oh, okay. Get in a rad car and drive through space. The feedback for your car exploding from overheating is a lot like Motor Storm. Like the sound of the beeping and the force feedback on the controller is really great to give you a feel for when you should let off the button. They said the thing. It's kind of cool how open the level is here. It's not just the track, right? That was almost very bad. Now, something I like about this is that, like, if you're not very good, you can still pass the stage, but I imagine if you're a better driver, you could pass with style, right? So the difference isn't between success and failure, it's about style or not. I like that wall ride element, that's cool. Ouch. Yeah, because it's so open. I'm really impressed with that. I don't remember if Nitronic Rush was quite this open. I seem to remember it being pretty clearly set up track, so you couldn't really move outside of the track.
Production has been halted until power levels are restored.
Almost went boom. Cool. It seems like if you're driving well, you can just hold down boost the entire time. Remember her.
Earth is behind us. Remember, learn, go beyond. The path ahead gives us purpose.
This is not a game ready break. Yay! What a nice game. I like the way they indicate places where you're about to have to jump. It's really easy to sight read this game. Tone in this area is pretty sweet too. Oh, there's a part of the soundtrack that's bound to you holding boost down. That really loud, low bass. That's pretty awesome. Just behind me does not matter. I'll have Cannonball Run. Dom DeLuise, right? Driving on the walls is pretty sweet. Ow. Okay, let's just drive straight this time and not try to climb up on the walls. Like that, I'm guessing part of the reason they take your boost away here is to get rid of the low bass in the soundtrack. Creepy. It's a horror racing game. This is a really cool sequence. Obey her. GLaDOS car. It's fine. Glitchy effect. Actually looked like stream artifacting. That's what it looked like in game. No entry. Wrong way. Establishing that that's a thing, I suppose. I'm a bad movie version of Ready Player One. I didn't go the wrong way immediately when it yelled at me. Embers. I took that to mean this is where you learn how to reverse, but it also would be fun if, like, there was a way to just keep driving the wrong way there. Or an Easter egg or something. Hey, Sidewinder, you can check your sewer points with !SP. Use those to vote for games at Marstead.com. Whoa. I really like having the flying as a you fucked up, but you can still fix it, even though you don't look cool when you do it mechanic. Okay, so there's a thing that turns off my flying ability. Got it. Yeah. It looks like this section is set up so that it's harder to... Oh, I see. Use thrusters to align with the road. Oh. This was in Nitronic Rush, wasn't it? The whole having to align your car with the road if you're jumping thing. That's cool. Ninja in training. Feels really good to land. Oops. Haha. So much for that. They're very kind about resetting you once you die. Jump towards the road, then rotate onto it. Okay. But don't do that. That feels really good when you land it. Oh, we are in space. Cool space roads. Nice. Alright, calculated. This is fine. I like how we really played around with not having to jump, and then adding the jump, and then the flying, and then taking the flying away and establishing that there will be different modes, or one or the other is encouraged. This is very tightly designed so far. Whoops. Hey, it's the Muse algorithms beat. Nice. I'd love to see more games like this. I wonder what their sell was when they came up with Nitronic Rush in the first place. Like, is it like, let's make a racing game? That's not a racing game. Yeah, that's awesome. Nope.
Life support systems have been successfully stabilized within quarantine boundaries. Please remain
Yeah, so it's like, this is what 3D Sonic games should be, right? But so far have mostly failed to accomplish.
life support systems have been successfully.
I think Nitronic Rush is probably the most fully realized DigiPen or student game that we've played. Perspective was also really cool.
Several life support systems have failed due to infection. Proceed with caution. Warning.
Nitronic Rush 2006.
Infection detected in this sector. Several life support systems have failed due to infection.
I think you're spot on though. If there was a Sonic game that had basically this gameplay, like if instead of a car it was Sonic the Hedgehog, it would be great. Someone gets Sega to pay them to... Unlike Mario and Zelda, Sonic has really struggled with the transition into 3D. I like the music cutting out here, that's cool.
Alert. Infection detected in sector. Evaluating collateral damage.
Cool. I love the way they slowly reveal the setting here, too. I'm on some city streets. Oh, I was on a space station. Oh, planet. Possibly Earth. That's cool. Nice. Yeah, the audio leaving and then coming back as you go through the portal, that was pretty dope. Split personality. Nice. Didn't destroy enough of my car to keep me from playing, I guess. Evacuate immediately to the nearest space car. Okay, so I thought maybe it was a ramp and I wasn't supposed to jump it before. Oh, that's cool, Sidewinder. Looks like they're giving me some kind of new ability there. Hold on. But I can't quite get far enough forward to see what it is. Oh, there's a road on the side that I'm supposed to be grabbing onto. Use thrusters to grip to surface. Okay, let's try. Oh, I guess I got to the checkpoint before I died that time. Oh, I think I get it. That's cool. Okay. Maybe not. A second. So I have to like hold thrusters and then rotate, basically? Oh, it's to hold me down. Okay. Okay. That section was a little more confusing for me. So it's a way to like put down force, basically. Gotcha. So it's like fast falling in something like Smash Brothers. Hold it down before the platform. Okay, got it. So I like this game a lot. I think they probably should have had the thing where you have to hold it down to quick fall first, just so you understand what the thrusters mean. That makes sense now. Thrusters with jump to stay on walls. Okay. Thrusters are new, right? Those were not in Nitronic Rush. Oops. Gotcha. Because I jumped. It's a way to stay on the wall after I jump. Okay. Thrusters to navigate gaps in walls. Whoa!
Inertia sucks!
I can generate my own downforce, though, which I do not always want. Just able to float across gaps. Okay, Jesus. This is fine. It's fine. Do thrusters also consume boost, or build up heat, I should say? Yeah, jump with thrusters is short hop. Makes sense. They lose power if you use them for a long time. Okay. Okay, so I think I have to make all these jumps, right? Unless if I'm meant to drive on the bottom of the next one, then that's possible. Oh, it's easy to float. Okay. So I like have to spin a little bit in order to use it that way, I guess. Gotcha. Okay. I think they were trying to teach me that earlier, but I got through it without having to do that. You can't really gain height, it looks like. Oh, that's gnarly. Okay. Might be a part of the level I should be able to use here. Let's see. Let me try doing it without boost, see if that matters. So are you actually intended to flip the car upside down and use the boost to make it across the gap? Is that what you're supposed to do here? Hey Ludifex, how you doing? Just jump. Okay. Okay, thank you. It didn't look makeable earlier, I wasn't sure. Makes more sense, thank you. I wasn't sure since we just did this section about learning thruster. In a future where there's only a teleporting space car. And I guess also teleporting space car highways. There's some kind of spinny thing I can use there. I think I could have flown there as well. I'll try that next time. Okay, so that would have been way cooler if I had done it the intended way there. Instead of flying through it. Oops. Excuse me. Yeah, it has a very Tron feel to it. Really like the soundtrack in this game.
The Distance Project is our path to life and death. We aim to escape our loop and expand to new horizons.
Download everyone's consciousness into a car. Cool. Got pancaked. Yeah, I processed those tags along with everything else, Yahan, so it'll stay in pending status until the next tag update. Unless if it's going to affect a vote deadline. Ow. Didn't realize they didn't just kill you instantly, that's kinda cool. They yeet you across the map. I really like the down thrusters. Actually, earlier I was thinking, like, man, sometimes when you jump, you can't bail out. Give you more control. Don't double press that. Yeah, it just adds it to a queue for me. You should get chat feedback when it happens, but it's kind of a half-baked system on Twitch's part. Oh, okay, don't do that. I got it. Like, it should be able to show users all of their pending redeemed things until they get confirmed or rejected. Two outcomes looking cool and dead. Double whoops. Controls in this game are extremely tight and well done. If I had one complaint, I think there is like 0 coyote time. If you go over a ledge, you cannot press jump at all, unless if you're in a flying stage, and then you can. So adding just a teensy little bit of that, I think would make it feel a little bit better when you have to do a jump right at the edge of a platform. But other than that, it feels insanely good. Cool and mostly not dead. Yeah, imagine this is a fun game to speedrun. I'm sure it looks awesome in a flawless playthrough. They do a pretty good job with level conveyance, telling you which like track you should be going to. You don't have a ton of time to convey that information, given how fast you're moving. I think it generally does a pretty good job. Displays a lot of the obstacles right at the edge of the draw distance, long before you get there. And they do it in a way that's subtle. Like, yeah, it's a glowing thing with arrows pointing up, but it feels like it's a natural part of the world. Oh, shoot. Incredibly fine. Nothing is wrong. This is normal. Nope. The road is infected. Imagine they had to work pretty hard to keep you from being able to go out of bounds in this.
Hey, Dylan?
You scared the shit out of me.
Oh, I thought you knew I was here. I'm making tea. The kettle might be...
Infection has overtaken this sector. All life support systems have been disabled. Unable to recover damage.
Andrea's done with her team. Sorry about that. She's home after being gone all week.
Now I'm leaving.
Whoa, okay. I keep expecting those saw blades to be instant death. Okay. Short hop. So how did it do the jumping to other walls before it gave me the thruster? Like, was the level just laid out that there was plenty of room for you to get on them or something? Or I wonder if they cheated that, like, they were auto-thrusting for you or something. It's impressive that it worked so well before you had it. Wrong way, oops. The walls curve slightly into your path. It's clever. We made it! First try. That was a tough one. Little short hop jumps are tough. They are definitely conveyed. You can tell when you're coming up on one because the ceiling is really low. Like whenever there's any kind of ceiling near a jump, you probably just want to be holding the thruster into it. Cool.
You have been chosen. As resources
Right.
continue to fade,
Super Meat Boy style.
opens our door to reality.
That's cool. It was all during that jump. Oop. Oh, the unforgiving obstacles? I like them. Bummer. I think I need to get on the ceiling there or something. I can't see inside very well. The teleports count as a checkpoint. Oops. Right. Yeah, I think the weakest parts of the stage design are the parts where you have very little time to react to something, but it's hard at this speed, like I was saying earlier, to convey everything perfectly and still have like fun, compact level design. It's fun. In case you hadn't gotten hit by a laser yet, it's gonna happen, right? Guess you could go slower. What? When I make that jump, I gotta do downforce again. Okay, try again. Oh, it's right at the end of that hallway. Okay. But I might be able to switch down to the floor and not have to worry about being on the ceiling. Give that a shot. Nope. Right. Finite number of track configurations. Can't believe I survived there. Did not deserve to. First try. Computer, press back to reset. You don't know me? Oh, I see. So this game's how long to beat is only listed at 2 hours. If we're super close, once we get to the 25-minute mark, Propagate will actually just recently unlocked a anniversary sub-block hour, so I might just go a little bit late to finish it before we switch to Treasure Adventure World and Rocksmith. Ouch. Like, if you fly and they take it right away from you. Oh yeah, Bill and Ted wires. There we go. Okay, I think I'm supposed to touch the ceiling on that one. Calculated. I know exactly what happened, and it was 100% on purpose. I'm good. I hit a checkpoint along the way. I was a little worried. So like these you don't have a ton of time to respond to, but I think there are lights to show you what the pattern is. Yeah, like kind of loads into place. That's fitting straight in there, that's pretty sweet. This is fine. Feels really good to execute on this game. It does suck. It's perfect timing with me crashing into that wall with the song. Oh, that's a tough... What do they want me to do in there? Jump later? Okay. More Bill and Ted cables.
Communication with administration has been lost for 9.
Exclamation point nihilism? It's not a physical law. I personally am not a fan of entropy. Fuck that shit. Ouch. It is painful to let off the boost in this game. Ah, that's unfortunate. Cancel entropy. I love the lasers chopping your car, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, like catching the ceiling like that feels really good if you can land it. Is that EV like electron volts? Error percent remain.
The sequence is nearly complete. Remember that pieces form
This reminds me of like crossing Res and Tron.
to the door.
So I think that time limit just accelerated, but I'm not sure. Res, but without the shooting. The force feedback in this game is really cool on the controller, by the way. Okay, don't do that. I don't know if I can make that jump, can I? Maybe if I jump way sooner? Jump earlier. Takes longer to get max height. I thought it was lowercase e, capital V. I guess it's a small cap, right? There are no lowercase letters in this font. Okay, that's the first time I've died from boost explosion and let off up here, apparently. Didn't think I made that. That's cool. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be electron volts. Although that's not a lot. 1,950 electron volts is like... I want to say like A TEV is about the amount of energy in a mosquito flapping its wings. But that could be the argument that this takes place inside a computer, right? And we are like atomically sized space car. Okay. Making me go longer and longer without a boost refill, so I gotta let off the A button, I think. I wonder if boost is wasted when you're in the air. Oh, cool. Nice. Lighting off the A button. Blasphemy, I know, right? Well, the Higgs boson's like 25 GeV, which is huge. Very massive for particle. Nice. This is fine. I love that glitch effect. No! Sci-fi existential horror. Racing platformer. The tone of this is really cool. I like the announcer of Nitronic Rush, but I think I agree that it's probably better to have it off for the campaign. Maybe if we ever did any arcade levels. I'm guessing they kept it just kind of as a callback to Nitronic Rush. I like the transition in the soundtrack here too, that's cool. There was a cool saw blade on the wall that couldn't affect you there, but I think it was meant to tell you, hey, there are saw blades here. Since you didn't have as much vision because you're in a tunnel and there was a turn coming up. Yeah, like right here too. Cool. I never played or seen Thumper. Get eaten by the horrible Death Heart. Perfect. So RNG manipulation. Died there to make sure that this next section works out better for me. That section earlier where I crashed head-on into the saw was to make sure that these lasers here were lined up perfectly so that I could die to them anyway and have to attempt them a second time. It's rhythm adjacent. Teleport into Earth. Cool. Hey, triangles. Nice. Rebooting it looked like there. Ha! That's cool. Presentation of this game is great. It's the kind of thing they didn't have to do it. They could have just made a more polished, arcadey Nitronic Rush 2. But the effort shows, I think it works. Infinite boost sequence, this is neat. Filing results, uploading. Success. It is a long hallway, yeah, in a racing game, isn't that cool? Just need to have like a red carpeted staircase. This is my final fate. Cool. Right. It kind of had the look of it. This is the credits. Clever. Nice. Number of companies that have done fun credits in their games. Every Smash Brothers game, Nier Automata, Undertale. I think this credits thing was also in Nitronic Rush, wasn't it? Banjo. Sure, up to you, Prop. Then we can turn the announcer on. Thanks for the invaluable support. DigiPen D Team. Black Prophecy. NASA Visible Earth. So did this get kickstarted? Oh, they gave credit where they got the glitch post-processing effect. I'm like, this is a really cool effect. It's pretty different from the rest of the game. Wonder how they did that. Thanks to our backers. Oh, that's a cute way to do that. So you can just drive around and pick up all the backers. Nice. Yeah, I'll turn on the announcer real quick. Sprint. What is the stunt? Does it have special levels? Ghosts and replays, okay. Here you want to like get points. This is basically Tony Hawk, but with a car. Robust level editor. Nice. Like the Cheetos.
Fabulous.
So am I actually seeing other players here, or is it just like replay data from people who have a particularly high score? Like an asymmetrical thing. I see trick timed out.
Wrecked.
That's cool. That's a neat way to suggest tricks you could possibly do, right?
Buckets of tears.
I was wondering if the lasers would cut you.
Sad day.
Like sad day. It did. Let's try sprint. Challenge Trackmogrify. Randomly generate a level? What? That's cool. It's gonna do something like Cloudberry Kingdom?
Checkpoint. 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 Checkpoint.
This is what it means to be me.
Checkpoint.
I think Marstead is the seed for the community Minecraft server too. I don't remember though if I put in a custom one or not. Is this the true meaning of Marstead? Not particularly, actually. First place. Alright. So that's interesting, like, if someone happens to have entered the same seed, that there'll be leaderboards for it. That's kind of awesome, actually. Let's try one of the ones they recommend. Ice Realm. No, just for me. Yeah, I like how you can see those pyramids. They give you a little warning before they appear on the track. Tony Hawk Racing. I like to see them develop the stunt stuff. You could probably make a game that's focused mostly on that. That could be cool. I like it as a side mode in this right now. We'll probably go on sale too, for the summer sale is probably next. Yeah. Main menu, yes. The garage. Oh, that's cool. Hey, it's my favorite blue. Apply. Is there anything under campaign? Oh, is this the one? This is the remake of Nitronic Rush inside of this engine? Nitronic City. I won't play the whole thing, we only got a couple minutes left, but I thought I'd check it out. This is a really kick-ass soundtrack. I need to go back and watch the Nitronic Rush VOD from forever ago. We played that like 2016, maybe? It's cool. I don't remember if you had all your abilities right away. I like that they lock you out of them in the campaign.
No, just no. Front flip.
Trying to do tricks throughout the level seems like it's going to be pretty fun.
Back flip. Vaporize. Rocket. Fantastic. Checkpoint.
Bombtastic.
Checkpoint. Juggernaut. Alright. Yeah. Yeah.
He's so excited for me. Every time you land a wall ride.
The free behind. Bogus.
Okay, cool. This game is really awesome. Thank you, Propagable, for putting this on your subblock. Ended up being perfect timing. Love to see more from that dev team. Which I think is probably what I said after Nitronic Rush 4 years ago.